A gold medal is a wonderful thing. But if you're not enough without it, you'll never be enough with it.
Feel the rhythm! Feel the rhyme! Get on up! It's bobsled time!
Who can forget? Who can forget that movie? Cool Runnings, a John Candy classic, and one of his best-known performances. Now, a new comedy theater has been opened in Toronto, dedicated in his honor. Candy's second city home will host the next generation of upcoming comedians. Joining us now are John Candy's daughter, Jen Candy, and Second City Training Center General Manager Erin Conway. It's so good to see you. I mean, if your dad were around today, you know, what do you think he would say about this?
Oh, he would love it. I think he would think it was a fantastic space and opportunity. He loved to teach, and he taught at Second City, and so I think he would be really honored to see this theater kind of open up in his name and giving kids and adults a place to kind of, you know, experiment and learn and teach.
And Erin, when did this idea first come up?
The John Candy Box has actually been open for about 6 years, but it was in a studio space in a basement for the first 6 years, and we just expanded to the third floor of 99 Blue Jays Way above our main stage theater. So it came out of need. The students needed a place to play outside of their workshops, and so the faculty and students came together, built this stage over a few years, and we had a contest to name it. It was a student that named it. He won a free class. And it's just been adored by the community ever since.
Tell me about the event last night and what it meant to you. I understand there was a ribbon cutting.
Yeah, there was a ribbon cutting last night.
So to see this actually take shape now it's something that's very real.
Yeah.
And such a great way to honor your dad, who, you know, a lot of Canadians can relate to.
Yeah.
He was the everyday guy. Mm-hmm. To see that happen yesterday, what was that moment like for you?
Oh, it was a whirlwind of emotions. It was. But it was nice because it was in Toronto, and that was where he's from. That's where I'm from, and that was home. And to have my mom there and myself and just be amongst, you know, family and friends and Second City, and just to see this new space and to see how everyone else was really excited about this space. It was nice to see people walking around and, you know, kind of like looking behind the stage and being on the stage and then talking about their shows that they want to do in there and things that they want to create. And it was just, it was really nice. I was so happy to be a part of it.
And what a great way to have your his legacy live on.
I know. And then you just walk in, and right there is that giant, you know, picture of my dad's face. And I found myself just staring at it going, God, it really looks like him. It was just, you know, it was like he was really there, just kind of looking over everyone. And it was really nice. I like it.
Erin, what about you?
The name and the space has just become synonymous with the training center. It is very much the heart and soul of what we are right now, giving students that opportunity and faculty to play together. And yeah, his face now watches over our reception desk.
I know.
I'm just it's so familiar to me now. It's lovely to walk in and see that every morning.
Well, the space looks great based on, you know, some of that video that we saw. The John Candy that we know, that viewers know, is the John Candy we've seen in movies, the John Candy we love.
Yeah.
You grew up with him, obviously. You traveled with him, you and your brother, around the world.
Yep.
What are some things that a lot of people might not know about him?
That might not know about him? He was a you know, quiet person at home. Like, he was still lovable and fun, but it was just, you know, everyone sometimes, was he always on? Was he always, you know, it's like, well, he was a normal dad. Like, you know, at the end of the day, you do have to wind down a bit. So he liked to wind down and just relax and watch movies and hang out with friends. And he was just a very down-to-earth person. So I think some people like to know that they don't know, or they want to imagine that he was like his characters. And a lot of that is true, because that's what made him so great, is that his personality came through his characters. And so it's nice. People are like, oh, I really like hearing that he was actually kind of like that in real life. I'm like, yeah, no, he was your everyday kind of dad.
A real human being.
He was a real human being.
Who was a marvelous actor.
Exactly.
And someone we're still talking about today.
Yeah, exactly.
And now inspiring future generations.
Exactly. His legacy will live on till the end of time.
Certainly, in movies and now with this project as well. Jen, great to have you here. Erin, thank you so much as well.
Thank you.